As we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing deep. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over first and 10. They're on the 4-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McLaughlin. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Avoids him at the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
get the first down and more inside the 20. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Stafford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 3rd and 2, McLaughlin. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Exit.
2nd and 2. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin, he hits his target, the tight end Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Breshad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Detroit. Breshad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
53, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 20! And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 42. Two yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Here we go. Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week. Saw how
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Lions take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded at the 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw on second down, McLaughlin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20.
10-2 stop.
They begin with Henry. Powerful running. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLaughlin rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
280.
I'm scared. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Stafford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returning it is Moore. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Ready.
Off play action. McLaughlin. Flushed out right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
64.
Off the play fake. McLaughlin escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. McLaughlin. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
On fourth down, McLaughlin. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. Good job by their... And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Prater's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Set, 260.
57 to Mike. All day. All day.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Stafford is on the keeper.